What event made you see your mom differently? I was 10 when my mom lost her job at the bank. She told me it was corporate restructuring, but I overheard her crying to my aunt about how her boss wouldn't stop touching her shoulder in meetings. That night, she applied for DoorDash, started working nights while I stayed with grandma. I hated it. All my friends had their moms at soccer games. Mine had fry grease on her sleeves and missed everything. One afternoon, I got sick at school. Stomach flu, throwing up in the nurse's office. They called my mom 5 times. No answer. When she finally came, almost 2 hours later, I was furious. She smelled like French fries and exhaustion. Her eyes were sunken in, her hair tied up with a pencil. I refused to look at her. All I could think was, why can't you just be normal like other moms? That night, I woke up to glass shattering. She was in the kitchen, hands shaking, trying to sweep up a broken mug. The table was covered in bills, red stamps screaming final notice. I heard something about the electricity getting shut off tomorrow. She didn't know I was there, watching from the hallway. She opened her DoorDash app, $41.27 for 6 hours of driving. Then she just put her head down and sobbed. I'd never seen her cry like that. Next morning, I pretended to be asleep when she kissed my forehead before leaving. I heard her whisper, "I'm trying, baby. I promise I'm trying." After school, I asked Grandma to drive me to Mom's delivery zone. We found her parked outside Chipotle. I watched her through the window argue with the manager. He was this big guy with a beard pointing in her face. She just stood there, not flinching. Then something shifted. Her back straightened, her chin lifted. She said something that made the guy take a step back. A minute later, she walked out with the corrected order, wiping tears but holding her head high. She didn't see us watching from Grandma's old Toyota across the street. That weekend, I was looking for tape in her room and found a notebook. Inside were job applications, scribbled budgets, and a page titled "For Maya's Future." Bullet points. College fund, $50 a month. Braces, start saving. Dance classes again? My name was surrounded by little hearts. I took a photo of that page with my iPad and put it back exactly how I found it. Monday, she missed my science fair. I won second place for my baking soda volcano. All the other parents were there taking pictures. My certificate stayed stuffed in my backpack, crumpled. I stared out the bus window the whole way home, hating that stupid volcano I spent 2 weeks building. That night, I heard Mom crying in the bathroom. Not loud sobs, just that quiet kind of crying people do when they don't want to wake anyone. I almost knocked. I didn't. I left my certificate on the kitchen table. Next morning, it was gone. 2 weeks later, she picked me up from school wearing a gray blazer I'd never seen before. She looked nervous but excited. "I have a surprise," she said. We drove downtown. She walked me into this glass building. Her name was already on a desk inside, Human Resources Assistant Manager. She'd been interviewing between deliveries, using her lunch breaks. She opened her phone and showed me a photo, me standing next to my volcano. She'd come to the science fair after all, just stayed in the back because she was embarrassed to be in her DoorDash uniform. Snapped one photo, then rushed back to work. My certificate was framed on her new desk. That night, I found a card under my pillow. Inside was a gift card to my favorite ice cream place and a handwritten note. "I see everything you do, even when you think I don't. I'm sorry for what I miss. I'm trying to build something better for us." I used to think being a good mom meant showing up to every game and packing lunches with little notes like Zoe's mom. Now I know it's about fighting invisible battles and still getting up every time life knocks you down. The moment I started seeing her differently wasn't one big dramatic scene. It was watching her crumple at our kitchen table at 2 a.m., then still wake up at 6 to make me toast before school. Being brave isn't not being scared. It's being terrified and still doing what needs to be done.